So today's topic is national income and what are the various methods of calculating national income. So let's see this. Topic is national income and various methods of calculating national income. So what is national income? Let's see. National income is the total market value of all final goods and services produced in an economy during a year is called as national income. So national income is the total market value of all final goods and services produced in an economy during a year is called national income. So this is a national income. So now see what are the various methods of calculating the national income and why it is important to calculate the national income. National income, why it is important to calculate national income? There are several reasons for the calculating of national income. One is that to know the country's standard of living, country's economic position, and to know the country's growth, as well as there are several reasons for the calculating of national income. Now see what are the various methods of calculating the national income. There are number of methods of calculating national income. For here we are taking three methods of calculating national income. One is a product method, or output method. Second one is a income method. Third one is expenditure method. These are the three methods are used to calculate national income of the country. So now let's see that what is this product method. According to this product method, the national income is obtained through the country's all the final goods and services produced in the economy during a year, or the country's all the final goods and services produced in a country during an year is obtained through this product method, or it is also called as inventory method. This method is also called as inventory method. In this method, all the final goods and services which are produced in a country during a 1 year or a specific year is obtained through this method is called as product method. We can see in detail. method. All the final goods and services produced in a country or in a specific year is obtained through this method. This method is also called as inventory method. This method is also called as inventory method. All the final goods and services produced in a country during a year or specific year obtained through this method. This method is also called as inventory method. The goods which are produced by the firm and the services which are produced by the different institutions are all these obtained through this method. We can see with the help of the formula, national income is equals to P1 Q1 plus P2 here NI is equals to national income P is equals to prices of commodities Q is equals to quantity of output produced number of commodities. This is the first method of calculating the national income. This method is also called as value added method. Value added method. Now see, let's second one. Income method. In this method, the income which are earned by all the factors of production in the form of wages, rent, interest, profit, which are all the obtained are summed together is called as income method. Now let's see this. The income which are earned by the individuals in the form of rent, wages, interest and profit are somewhat together we obtain income which are earned by the country during a year is obtained through this method. The income which are earned by the individuals in the form of rent, wages, rent for the factory, wages for the labor, interest on the money, and profits which are earned by the firm, all these are summed together. We obtain income which are earned by the country during a year is obtained through this method. Is called as income method. Now see with the help of the formula, national income is equals to rent, wages, interest plus profits. NI is equals to national income R is equals to rent of the factory, wages for the laborers, I is equals to interest which is earned by the firm, P is equals to profit which are earned by the firm in the various factors. This is the second method of calculating the national income, which is income method. Now let's see third one. Expenditure method. This method adds the total expenditure that the society incurs in a specific year for personal consumption, household expenditure, and the expenditure on the firms, expenditure on the government, which is incurred on the various aspects are summed together. We obtain the expenditure method to know the country's national income. Now let's see this. According to this method, adds the total expenditure which is incurred by the society in various aspects such as individuals, household expenditure, expenditure on firms, expenditure on government, and expenditure on the services. This method adds a total expenditure which is incurred by the society in the various aspects and on various forms, which is incurred by the society on various forms such as individual household expenditure, expenditure on the firms, expenditure on the government, expenditure on national exports, national exports. These are summed together. We can incur the country's national expenditure in the form of expenditure method. Now let's see with the help of the formula. National expenditure is equals to expenditure on household plus expenditure on firms, expenditure on government, expenditure on net exports. Net exports. Is equals to national income expenditure on household expenditure on firms expenditure on government last one is expenditure of net exports of the country. This is the third method to calculate the national income. This method assumes that the national income is equal to the national expenditure according to this method. These are the various methods of calculating the national income. Now let's see importance of the national income. Importance of calculating national income. So first one is to know the country's standard of living. This is the first importance. The importance of calculating national income is to know the country's standard of living, and the second one is to know the economic growth of the country, and the third one is calculation of national income. It helps us to compare the national income of our country with other countries. Fourth one, to know the financial stability and fifth one, it helps us to private sector. And sixth one, it helps us to know the utilization of natural resources of the country. These are the six important points of calculating national income. First one is to know the country's standard of living, and second one is to know the country's economic growth of the country, and it also helps us to compare the national income of our country with the help of the other countries to know the country's financial stability. It helps to know about the public and private sector. It also helps us to know the utilization of natural resources of our country. So this is the national income and various methods of calculating national income and importance of calculating national income.